Good evening all. Oh, we glitched a little bit there, or at least we did on my stream. Hope we're all doing well. Hope we are all doing well. Welcome to another night of Gran Turismo racing, but welcome to a night of manufacturers. It's been a little while. It has been a little while. Might put your TV on the stream. Might put your TV on the stream. Stream on the TV. That would be amazing, James. I'd love that, mate. Then you can let me know how good the quality actually is when you see it in a lot more pixels and you go, bloody hell, that's horrific. Hope we're all well though, mate. Good to see you. Good to see you. I've got a quick question for you, James. I'll get on to that in a sec. Dodie, how we doing, mate? Hope we're all well. We'll hang fire for everybody tuning in. I'm excited about this one, but I'm a little bit nervous. We have got, well, we're with Jaguar, right? We're in the Jag for this one. We've got Group 3 or topless, which is good. It's a good track. It's a good combo. But I feel we might struggle. The Jag, turns out the Jag's not that great around here, so a bit of a challenge. I've done a few laps on the hard tyres because I feel like that's where I'm going to struggle the most. Jag's quite easy to spin round in a couple of those corners. We got tyre wear in qualifying as well, so we need to be cautious of that. And then we got a little bit of tyre strategy and things to worry about as well. I think if we do start at the back, that might be not so much a bad thing, because we can maybe go on a strategy where we pit a little bit earlier and attempt somewhat of an undercut. So we'll have a think about that. And yeah, I suppose we just got to go for it. We'll see where we end up firstly. There's no slipstream in qualifying, but I do hear apparently, I don't know how this works, you tell me, we don't have slipstream in qualifying, but we do have dirty air. I seen that on James EV's stream. Apparently that's the score. I don't understand how that possibly works. How does it have the physics to allow you to not be able to control the car very well because of a lack of downforce, but not make the car go any quicker in a straight line? So that one I'm not quite understanding. I would love to get people's thoughts on that one, or any kind of actual confirmation, because as far as it stands, that's a bit of a rumour. Ark, how we doing, mate? Feels like it's been a little while once again. Hope we're all well. Hope we're all well. Zafra did good on his stream. I had to nip away not long after I popped in. It was quite funny that just as I tuned in though, James, I saw your comment pop up saying that I did all right the night before with a couple of good results and stuff. So that was quite funny. That was good timing. But I've got a quick question for you, James. Actually, we'll get on to that now. I'll quickly ask you now, because I've seen that you're a mod on Zafra's chat. Now, I didn't know if you wanted the I don't know if the privilege. I don't think privilege is the right word. If you wanted the inconvenience, perhaps. I don't know whether it's people see it as a good thing or bad thing. But you are more than welcome to be a moderator on this stream as well, mate. Obviously Craig was the first one, because he messaged saying, "Oh, I think you should really have a moderator." I'm more than happy to do it. I was like, "All right, okay, cool." And then it got mentioned by Stu as well in chat. So I didn't want to. It felt like it was a responsibility to burden people with. But if you would like the privilege / annoyance / honour / inconvenience, you are more than welcome to it over here, mate. Because you've done a lot to help this channel. Oh, I'm getting text messages. You've done a lot to help this channel where possible, and you've been tuning in quite a bit from the start. So I owe you a huge thank you. Now I might be a little bit too close to this guy here. Actually, I'm gonna go for it anyway. Anyways, no slipstream apparently. I don't know how true that is, but we're probably close enough to get affected by dirty air here, to be honest. Now I'm glad that tyre wear is a thing in quali, because previously it had been disabled, so I wasn't best pleased with that, because what driving simulator isn't able to simulate tyre wear during a qualifying session, or refuses to simulate tyre wear in a qualifying session? This guy going what feels like quite slowly. He's in the Porsche, so I feel like, to be honest with you, in a race, if we come up against this guy, I feel like I would know where I'm going to be quicker and slower. Oh, that's almost, well, that probably did mess up our quali lap just a little bit. Oh, we're running wide and deep there, that's no good. Oh, that was close. At least you can't blame dirty air on that one. You can't say the guy behind me was too close. way too cautious through there. Way too cautious. Need to get my foot on it a little bit more. I think this is probably quite a high 46, I would feel. Oh, well, it's not anymore. Probably was going to be a high 46 there. Maybe he's a little bit less than that. Diving out of the way here for these guys to get through. Oh, hang on a minute, that's a little bit weird. Oh, no, no, no. I thought we had a lot more time for quali. Turns out we do not. So that's the quali time we're going to take in at 47. I thought we had much more time for that for quali than that. We've only had enough time to get 2 laps. Out lap and 2 push laps. Ah, right, okay, so they've actually reduced, I didn't realise this, they've actually reduced the quali time that you get by quite some margin. It used to be 10 minutes. It now must be only 5. They've reduced that by quite some margin, I think, so that you are able to do all of the entries, so that it doesn't overlap the entries. I think that's what it must be. If you remember last series, this is my first race in this test season, but in the last one we struggled. You couldn't do the 7 PM and 6 PM because the race would finish just after 6, so you couldn't get entered to all the entries. So I think that's why they've done it. They've shortened the lap down, the qualifying time down, so that you only get a fewer number of laps, but at least you can do all of the entries. So we know for future, we're 2.5 seconds off the P1 there. That's probably going to be just under 2 seconds if we put in a lap with no mistakes. So that makes sense then. That is a bit of a shame. That is a little bit of a shame. Bob, hey up everyone, how we doing, mate? How we doing? Stu, there he is. Stu, there he is. How we doing, mate? How are we doing? Chat better be good. I have to drive it in the GT Cup because my RX Vision is Group 3. Oh, mate. I'm not so sure. I am not so sure. We've struggled a little bit there. I feel like I can probably get down to a mid 45. I think that's going to be my limit. I set a 46 just over in free practice before I came on stream. Maybe we can improve on that a little bit, to be honest with you, but maybe, yeah, down to a 45, mid 45. I think that's probably going to be about where I am. 911 up top, GTR, sort of expected that, to be honest. BRZ, interesting, 911 again, BRZ. We got the M6 there, which is quite surprising for this sort of track. Can you see what's going on behind the timing board there? We're being pushed off by the AI. That's quite funny. VGT FT1, and we are dead last. Oh my word! Points table for this one: 207 points up for grabs from the top spot. I feel like we are obviously going to have to go with the hard tyres. And pit early. Or earlier, or kind of whatever. I don't know. So I don't feel like we're going to get through the pack very well here. Weird. Yeah, exactly. How does that work? Yeah, the electric, how we doing? Hope we're all well. Yeah, the slipstream, non-slipstream, but enough downforce to give you dirty air thing doesn't make any sense to me. How that works, I have got no idea. Surely enough, that is actually hard. If that is the case, I don't know if it is true. It's just about seeing it on someone's stream, but if that is the case, that is harder to simulate than... Well, it's just harder to simulate that. I don't understand it at all. I don't get it. Makes no sense to me. Cheers, Bob, for the GL. Right, hopefully no issues on the last to first, yeah, can you imagine? Hopefully no issues on the stream tonight. Apologies again that we died mid-stream last, the other night. I was gutted about that, and then I couldn't get back online. We kept having the same issues, but I don't know where it came from. Like, just Streamlabs just freaked out, just had a total couple of minutes where it was just not doing anything. So, weird. Very weird. Let's go then. Here we go, here we go. I don't think fuel was an issue here, was it? 16 laps. No, I don't think it's going to be an issue. First lap carnage. A couple of positions to be had here, I think. There we go, we got one on exit. Someone else has gone off. Same thing into turn 2. No, yes. Oh, I was wanting to go really deep there. Oh, we still got one round the outside. I was wanting to go really deep and get the better exit. And then it seems everybody had either the same idea or made mistakes and ran deep. We're all good for now. You can take it quite easily, I think. Can everyone just give me a quick thumbs up in chat just to double check you can still hear me and you can still hear the game audio the same and nothing's disappeared from off the stream. Mainly for audio, I can see that everything's still on the stream. I just want to double check for audio. Just a quick thumbs up in chat if you don't mind. Quick thumbs up in chat if you can hear me and the game audio. Dory's giving a thumbs up, I presume. That means we're all good. Thank you, Dory. Appreciate it, mate. Nice one, Stu. Thanking you. We're all good. Everything's good. Everything's good except the driving. Right, well, we're P11, so we made up 3 positions. Quite early doors. Oh, that's a move, and that's a move. That's a, yeah. Yeah, he's dropped off there. I think to apologise and make sure we don't lose the position, but in turn, he's lost 2 positions because of that, so that's a shame for him. So we're by no means here in the quickest car. I think we can confirm and establish that one. We just need to try and outplay everybody else on the grid somehow. We've started on the hard tyres. I'm hoping that the P1 is on the mediums, because that would be good news, because we haven't lost a huge boatload of time just yet. Yellow flags here. Just waiting for him to unghost at the most inconvenient of times there. I was prepared for it there. P10 then. Now tyre wear was the same in quali as it is in the race. Now we got a warm-up lap and one push lap out of the mediums, and they were that's what we did, and they were already quite worn. So I think only a handful of laps is probably going to have to be done on the mediums. Not going to be able to do a huge amount, I don't think. Catching up to these guys here though, I think. He's gone for a lunge. Oh, I was watching the radar there. Jonathan, how we doing, mate? Good evening. Hope we're all well. As always. He's lost it. Oh, that's put me off a little bit. Oh, God. Right, here we go. Climbing, we're climbing. Need a short shift in the Jag as well. I need to remember that. I've been forgetting so far. I'm not doing a great job of it. On the back of this guy here. I actually really wish this was a Group 4 race. I feel like the Group 4 Jag would be a lot better around here. 7 gears in that thing as well, so I just feel like sometimes you're able to drive those cars just a little bit easier on tracks like this, because it can be controlled so much through the gears. Need no mistakes now, come on. P9 at the moment, we can have P8 here. We've started from P14, remember. Put me We're onto the back of this guy here, I think. Hopefully within the next lap or so we can look about making a move. If we think we can get close enough. Now this could be a chance here. Up to this hairpin. Quite dropped a bit there, dropped a bit. Picture and sound good. Lovely stuff, Stu. Thank you, mate. I'm doing third gear out of there because, to be honest, second on the hard tyres is just a little bit sketchy. Down this straight, we can have him here. Into the braking zone. Bottle that one just a little bit. Didn't want to outbrake. Easy to do on the hard tyres. Forced him to go defensive initially there, and then he thought better of it. It's going to be to the inside, but we're going to have this inside line yet. That's the one. That's the one. Good progress up the field, this. I'm going to hope that P7 onwards is on the mediums. Now we just need to start thinking when we go on to the mediums. Yeah, definitely doing the JT Cup. 100%. I've just not been in chat and all that very much. For some strange reason, I've put all notifications on. I don't know how many times on that PS app. I'm still not getting any messages, so I end up keep missing a lot of stuff. I need to catch up though. Been saying that long enough as well, haven't I? But where am I there? Come on. Right, we just need to start thinking about when we come in. I'm thinking maybe it's about lap 10. What do we think on that? To get in onto the mediums. There you go then, there's someone in on the medium, so they've managed to do 7 laps. Be interesting to see which car he's in. We'll find out here as we go past. So it's maybe about half and half dependent. He's in the Porsche, which is fairly decent on its tyres. John, how are we doing? Something about the Suzuki there, let me catch that comment in a second. Pick Suzuki. Can't read that quick enough, sorry mate, let me on the next straight or in the pits. 10 mile an hour slower on the straights. The Suzuki, I thought the Suzuki was... Is that Group 4 or Group 3? I thought the Group 3 Suzuki was supposed to be the best car in the whole entire world at the minute on Gran Turismo. Right, P1 coming into the pits now on the mediums. Maybe going to go one more. I know that was looking a little bit sketchy there, but just going to go one more. Group 4 was the first one I got you. VGT's okay, yeah, I thought it was the VGT car that everybody was sort of complaining about when they weren't in it. I think if you were with Suzuki you certainly weren't complaining. Going to keep an eye on sector times here just to see how far off we are. End of this lap I think we'll come in onto the mediums. What do we think? They've made the mediums last quite a while there up front then. 9 laps on the mediums, which is interesting. I've obviously gone quite long on the hard tyres here. Onto the mediums we go, come on. I am Alpha, sorry, Arc, sorry. I am Arc, yes. We're in the Jag for the GT Cup as well. Right, let's go. P9. Which to be fair is maybe it's not too bad. That's overestimating the mediums, or at least a cold set of mediums. someone else into the pits yet. So we're going to have P8 maybe. Are they out of the pits? No, we're staying P9. Going to try and catch both these guys up ahead while they have a bit of a scrap and hopefully cost each other a bit of time. Please remember, hit the like, absolutely, if you haven't done so already. Please, please do. Thanks, as always, James, for reminding me. Just brought ACC 1189. Wow, is that for PS4 then? PlayStation, James? Or PS5? PS4, PS5? Is that for PlayStation, I presume? Or you also got a PC rig, James? Obviously I'm PlayStation only. When I get it, which I need to do, it will end up only being PlayStation. Right, 2.7 of these guys up ahead. They're costing each other time now because they're starting to fight. Last few laps, they're starting to think about trying to nab some positions. So for us, if we can get up to P7, that would be great. But I think once one gets past the other or drops the other, then they'll be away. So maybe just try and nab one more position here if we can do. One has dropped the other, so now we're going to try and stay or catch up to P8. That's a corner that I really need to practice on the mediums and the hard tyres. Find out where the limit is on each. .45.7, there we go. That's what I should have been doing in quali. Something a little bit closer to that. At least I can say that is without the help of slipstream, because these guys have not been close enough up until right now. P8 here. Feel like we could possibly have him. We're closing in on him. What's he in there? He's in the Viper. Surely enough, this must be absolutely horrific around here, I would have thought. Certainly looks it, doesn't it? It looks it. On the outside we go. He's made the mistake. We'll have that. P8 from P14 then. We're not doing too bad at the moment, let's be fair. Why do I get the feeling that the race leader hasn't pitted yet? Why do I get the feeling he hasn't pitted yet? It'll never be off PlayStation station, so it'll end up in some horrible cross-platform thing. You're talking about ACC there, Stu, because I can possibly agree with that. If it did end up on a cross-platform, that would be, I think, would be pretty tricky. Or you're talking about Gran Turismo. Behind me then. Oh, someone in the Subaru, so they're progressing. Maybe he's got past them a little bit earlier, I think. I think that's them. I've taken that pretty badly there. They're going to be on the back of us here. They're going to go for a lunge this corner here. 3/10 back. I think they could possibly look at it. No. Trying to make sure they don't. Give him the space, he's there. Oh, so much quicker in that thing. Control that he managed to have there to skip around the outside, kind of do as he wished. And maybe he was a little bit too polite in letting him go past initially. He wasn't necessarily, didn't have to give him the space. Thought that it was best to do so. We'll be on the back of him now though. Maybe not. They're fighting. Let's see if they slow each other down. Yeah, we got 1.6 to try and close. See if we can nab a position here. It's going to be a bit tricky though. Gap down to 1 second. It shows how much time you lose when you're trying to fight round here. He's gone for it, he's gone for it. He's just forced the space open, forced the other guy to give him the space there as well. He's going to be a little bit gutted because now we're on the back of him as well for P8 there in the Porsche. I think the Porsche struggles round here, to be honest with you. Or I would struggle to drive the Porsche, I should say. Because the Porsche was on pole position, if I remember. Absolute lunge, that one. We had to try it though. It wasn't stupid, but it was, dare I say, calculated enough. with the odds. Maybe he's not in our favour there. But it paid off. It worked. Cost myself there. Very nearly could have had that there. God. Jesus. I got a bit of a fright there. Right. Al Capone, how we doing? Hello Affinity, hello chat, hello everyone. I hope everyone is well, sorry. And having a great day. Don't forget to hit the like button, it's free. It is indeed, mate. It is indeed. If they put a paywall on the like button, that would be a bit harsh, wouldn't it? If it does move over to go... Oh yeah, what were we talking about there? Were we talking about Gran Turismo moving over to PC? I did see that rumour. Her GT7 will be moving over to PC, yeah. Yeah. I think it will... That's what Stu was saying. It will never be off PlayStation. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Might just end up being a cross-platform thing. Yeah, I don't think they would ever lose it off PlayStation. Their whole selling point for years has been that it's exclusively on PlayStation, but I don't think they would ever get rid of it. I think they would put it onto other platforms, and then it maybe doesn't have that exclusively on on PlayStation sort of thing. But I do think that it will. I do think that it will eventually move to other avenues. They've got to. As a business, I don't think you can sustain sticking with purely just one console. I just can't see it working. Right, we've got to go again. But to be honest with you, I feel like I'm struggling a little bit with that one. It was hard work, that, and I don't quite know whether. I don't know. It's tricky. What do we reckon? We did all right. I just don't know if there's a way that we can realistically... I mean, that was from the back of the grid. I just don't know if there's a way we can realistically do any better than that. I think mid-table finishes is kind of, you know, where we're at for the moment. In the Jag, at least around here. We'll wait until this entry period opens, and then we'll jump in on the mediums for a bit more practice. We need some qualifying improvements. Still being on PlayStation, yeah, but they'll be releasing it on PC as well, yeah. I think that's the only way they can go. They can't... it's all about the quality. It is, mate, but then if we end up getting stuck behind and losing so much time, we've done all right there because we've been in clear air for a lot of it, apart from those last few laps on the mediums where we managed to get one or two overtakes in. I think the fact that we've been in clear air from the back has helped us quite a bit. Are there any Group 3 kiosks in Jag? No, just the F-Type, unfortunately. Just the F-Type. It's a good car, though, the F-Type. I really, really like it. It just struggles a little bit here. It just struggles a little bit. Feels like it's not that comfortable. But let's just see if we can try and improve our quali time a little bit. We have to be very cautious on the hards. Oh, stop being a plonker. We have to be very cautious on the hard tyres because second gear on the hards is like an ice rink. Like driving on ice. So it's a bit tricky. But I think a few more laps around here. We'll probably get 7 laps on the mediums here with no crashes. So let's play our usual game. Everybody get your guesses in. If you can guess our qualifying time correctly, or at least our lap in purple. Sorry, it doesn't have to be the new fastest lap on the actual record. Our quali lap in purple. If you guess correctly, all 3 decimal places, free t-shirt from the merch store, or £1 million, because I'm that confident that people won't get it. We've been going a little while with this. I'm going to have to start giving it to whoever gets it closest. So for a free t-shirt from the merch store, get your guesses in now. What will our lap in purple be? If I can get a 45, mid 45, I'd be very happy with that. We got 45.7 in the race, which I was pretty happy with. And at least I could say that was without slipstreams also. But you really do have to try and find a good gap for quali, which is what everybody was doing. I didn't quite realise that you actually pretty much only have one go. Tyre wear's that high that trying to do it on a second lap is no good. You've not got as much quali time as you used to have now. Is this going to be a mid 45? 45.6. Happy with that. We can improve. We can improve. I would like to think. Almost running wide. Right, there's another 10th off, so this will be a 45. That's good. What's everybody's guesses? 45, treble 9. Catch a couple more in a second. I think that maybe he's got away now with being in second down there on the way out of there. Well, maybe he's taking another 10th off if we can hold on to this one. Trying to brake as late as possible into there, but it's not really the way you want to try that corner, to be fair. Realise that one straight away. Go again. Try second out of here. Much better. Come on. Ah, just scrubbed too much speed off there. Just trying to go brake slightly earlier. Try and have a smoother acceleration through the corner. Didn't quite work. Still the fastest second sector though. So far. There we go. That's done it. That's done it. That's done it. Should we be able to get another 10th out of that if I didn't brake too early there. Back up. Come on. 3 and a bit tenths out of that one. So almost 4 tenths. We're down to a 45.1 now. That's actually a lot better than I thought I was ever going to be doing in this. So maybe we haven't picked the absolute worst manufacturer. Now I'm really starting to try and stretch these gears a bit more, see if this is going to work. But now I'm really starting to try and push as much as I possibly can do. It's a good exit, this one. Let's try another lap here. Should hopefully get another... What will we get? Will we get 3 laps here? I can't quite do the maths quick enough. Right, we should just have enough time to get 2 more laps. Does anyone want to have other guesses? I did miss quite a few guesses. Dan, how we doing? Hope we're all well, mate. Hope we're all well. just have enough time yet to get another 2 laps. More guesses, please. 1:45.332. Oh, we've managed to beat that one already, actually, haven't we? So, any more advances on their guesses? Foot down, take the gamble. Yes, yes, another 10th here, another 10th. Go on, go on, go on. So we were up a 10th, then we were down a 10th, then we've levelled out. See if we can get this to the 44s this lap. Come on, see if we can get a 44. Zafra, how we doing, mate? Hope we're all well. Ah. A little bit too hot there. He's pushing a little bit too much now. Come on, I do want that 44 though. I'm sure we'll get there by the end of the night. And track limits for good measure. Well, to be fair, I'm going to say a 45.1's not all too bad. I don't actually know, but I don't think it's too bad. I'm all good, Jack, mate. I am all good. I am all good. Are you being on the manufacturers for this? What's your quali time, if so? Stu was saying a 44.951. Stu, I think you were the closest. Not quite breaking into the 44s yet, but if we do, I'll be very, very happy. Oh, 44.988, actually, Bob said. Bob was closest. Unless anyone guessed a 45.1, did they? Smash it in the underdog manufacturer. Well, I'm happy with that one. I'm ahead of Patrick. Patrick's very good. So, you know, kind of pleased with that. A 42.6. Oh, that just makes you want to give up, doesn't it? That just makes you want to give up. I haven't been on GT7 since Monday for testing the new wheel and pedals. Should be back, but struggling since I'm on PC. Sims a lot lately. Yeah, I bet. You're struggling with the real driving simulator not being as realistic as all of the other simulators. Is that what it is? I bet. I can't wait to get on ACC. I've been saying it for a little while, but I will get onto it. Problem being for me is I don't have PC, so it will be on PlayStation. James was saying you did pretty well though last night, mate. I did end up having to bounce just after I jumped in to say hello. So James says you it went well. How did you get on? Were you doing multiple races, or was it one proper race? Was it one long proper race? Oh, Dan, just seen your comment there. Broke your wheel. Glitches left randomly. Oh no. Struggle to do a lap without it happening. Oh, man, that's a nightmare. What is it that... I'm guessing it's not a turn it off, back on again kind of fix then. I presume there's a bit more to it than take the batteries out, rub it on your jumper kind of thing. Is it that the actual... What wheel are you on? Is it like that the actual belters maybe's... I don't even know. Banger last night and a podium in Split 2 Rookie. Nice. Had 4 races in the end. 2 night races, 2 day races. Progressively got quicker. Better over the course of the evening. Nice one, mate. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. At some point, it will be, probably not even this year to be honest, but at some point I will get onto a proper PC rig, I think. For racing. So I would love to do a load of the ACC stuff and even iRacing as well. iRacing I feel like I would struggle with a little bit more. ACC looks a bit more up my sort of, bit more up my street. But I think from what I can gather, PC is the way to go for that one. I presume there's more, I don't know why, but I kind of presume that there's more people on ACC on PC, but I might be wrong. Don't know how many PC users they are for it and how many PlayStation users they are for it. Am I right in thinking ACC's not on Xbox though? Surely not. Or is it? Right, now what I actually do need to do here is look after the tyres a little bit. We don't want to take out too much life. We want to try and get ourselves into a decent little gap. Oh, we got a little nudge there. Subaru seems happy to let us go past. This guy's right behind us, yeah. So I'm hoping he's not going to launch us in turn 1. Let's try and set one of those decent laps we've just been setting though. I'd be happy if we can... at least get a low 45 out of this one as well. I'd be very happy. But we do have tyre wear, so let's maybe knock a couple of tenths off, assuming the worst for that. First lap shouldn't be too bad, obviously, but... This is going to be it. Don't get in our way, please. Don't get in our way. Please don't get in our way. I'm going to get my excuses in. Say that did kind of put me off a little bit. This will be a low 51 then. 45, sorry. Where am I getting 51 from? 51 would be doing awful. 45.1 is what I meant to say. Just go for another just to say we've done it. 3/10 quicker on this one already. Let's hope this guy doesn't get in our way. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we don't catch up to him. This feels like a much better lap so far already. Overall, we might be only up just a little bit because we've lost probably too much time there. Just pushing too hard. I was on the curb, I shouldn't have done that there. That was never going to end well, was it? That was never going to end well. P6 though. Might drop a couple of positions as we do there. P7. Jarma there, I recognise him from previous lobbies. So if he improves, worst case is we drop down to P7, P8. Got dinner now, enjoy tonight, wishing you best of luck. Cheers, man. Catch you later, Jack. See you in a bit, mate. Yeah, I don't know if LFM's on PS5, only play via PC. Makes sense. I have to do a bit of digging. I have to have a look and see what else is out there. I love Gran Turismo. I really, really do love Gran Turismo. But the more that I see of some of the other sims and things, I think, oh, I've got to give them a go. I've got to give them a go. Everything about ACC looks mint. Like, the graphics look mint. The actual racing, the data that you see, the way it presents itself looks mint. All of it looks really, really good. So right, I'm going to start on the hard tyres again, just because I think it kind of makes sense for where we are. Mid-table, we're going to be right behind a load of people. We're not going to get the pace out of the mediums. Realistically, we can probably still keep up and make 1 or 2 positions if we can. We're going to lose a load of time by being behind people on the mediums, so we might as well be behind people on the hards. That's my thought process. We'll see if it works. Cheers, Bob. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I think this is going to be a harder race than... Guaranteed we get binned as well, but this is going to be a harder race than the last one. Cheers, Jonathan. Thanking you, thanking you. Fingers crossed, eh? John, how we doing, mate? Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Hope we're all well, mate. We're in the Jag tonight, mate. And I'm yet to decide whether or not that was a good or bad choice. At the minute, I'm quite indecisive. Might join the 8 PM. Jonathan, get on it, mate. Get on it. 8 and 9 PM. Get on them both. May have to have a go, absolutely. Who are you with again, John, or who would you be with? Can't remember if we've mentioned it before. I dare you to go on the Jag. I dare you to do the Jag. And then you can tell me how bad I'm being. Or how bad the Jag is. One of the two. Because at the minute, I don't quite know. We qualified a bit better in this one than we did the last race, though. We're nearly down to a 44. Jag's awesome here. Well, let's not say that because I'm not doing too great, so... let's not say that, that I'm in a mint car. Let's just say it could be one of the worst. Let's keep it at that. And then we can just say that I've driven the socks off it. Oh, you're in a Corvette. Oh. Think you would... would you struggle here? I feel like you might do in the midsection, but obviously the acceleration of that thing, I feel like might make up for it a little bit. We're heading straight into turn 1 here. We're definitely going to get Pat. I was going to slipstream him all the way there. I think he's been quite happy to let me go there. I don't know if that was contact or if I just almost lost it there on my own accord. I feel like it was contact, but right, making it known that I'm going to the inside early doors so that someone doesn't try and think I'll go to the inside. Please give the space. Oh, he was a bit not willing to there, wasn't he? Gonna have a better run here though. Bit of argy-bargy going on there. A couple of positions all sort of in the middle of each other there. All, as I normally say, fighting for the same bit of tarmac. Oh. Porsche stepping out of line there. Soaring at the wheel, as is that GTR up ahead there. Right, these guys are holding each other up, which is allowing us, which is a good thing, it's allowing us to stay on the back of them despite being on what I think will be the worst tyre. I think that these guys are going to be on the medium. I don't think you would start P3 or 4 on the medium, on the hard tyre, sorry. Just can't see it, I don't quite know. Although the way that these are squirming about a little bit, maybe they are on the hard tyre. So we've got similar sort of pace to them. Overall, I guess. I'm going to kind of second guess everybody there. Staying on the outside. Not typically known as being the safest part of the track on a hairpin, the outside line, but I'm going to stay there just for now. Probably the next few laps as well. There's P3 though. We can see P3 quite clearly at the front. Oh, almost into the back of him there. I really hope that these are on the medium tyres. Although I think for P3 to be held up the way that he is, he's got clean air in front of him. I think he might be on the hard tyres. Then maybe these guys in front are on the mediums. I don't quite know. Because look at the P1 and 2, they're definitely on the mediums. I maybe think that P3 could be on the hards. giving himself a slightly tougher time of it now, hoping that it'll pay off later on. I don't know. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh my god. You're just wishing that there's a gap opens up. And then it sort of almost does, but it closes just as it does. We end up on the outside here. We're going to lose a load of positions. Look at that radar. Oh, no, we don't. We stay where we are, but we've just lost a lot of time instead. I've got to go, yeah, to the inside. Oh, he ends up... Give the space. All the time you must give a space. Leave a space, I should say. All the time you have to leave a space. Ah man, this is annoying because now we've actually dropped back. Now we've regressed through the field now. Oh, and then we get punted. Fantastic. And he's not going to give the space, not going to give the space, not going to give us the place back either. That's even more frustrating. How have we gone from being 3 seconds from the podium to ending up at the very back of this train? Oh man, that's a gutter. I think all I can do is maybe aim to try and pit a lap before these guys and go for a bit of an undercut. Yeah, Jalmada hit me there, yeah. Don't know if he maybe thinks at it. I don't know. He was in chat the other night, wasn't he? So I think he's friendly enough. I'm not saying anything just yet. Either that or he got punted as well, do you know what I mean? Don't know. Just going to have to try and aim to go a lap earlier than all these guys. It's going to be tricky though, it's going to be tricky. I didn't feel too confident on trying to make those medium tyres last much longer. Could have maybe done one more lap. So maybe pit lap 8. that could upset the pack. Someone's run off. That looks like that might upset the pack a little bit here. Not really managed any decent lap times on these hard tyres though. There we go. Right, we're back onto the back of them. Maybe starting to settle back into a rhythm on the hards as well, despite the tyre wear. There you go, there's one. We'll have that. Hard with the Supra. Oh mate, I bet the Porsche is similar, isn't it? It's kind of like those first 2 or 3 gears. You're pretty much driving the whole track on those first 2 or 3 gears, which is not ideal. In fact, the Porsche, you're pretty much driving the most of the track in second gear. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Back up to P6, yeah, I reckon. Come on. Which is a shame that we've had to try and fight to get all the way back up to here after already being there. P6 serving a penalty. In front of this Nissan. I need to be in. Oh, there's the chance. Didn't quite happen. Get round him though. Magic. Right, on to P6 now. Come on. Go. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Pushing a bit too hard there, weren't we? Ah, man. That's a gutter, that. Whole race not being quite as ideal as I would have liked. Ugh. Leader in on the mediums now. Let's go for it. Let's try and make these mediums last, see if we can do it. Yeah, just a bit unlucky. Just drifted that tiny little bit wide while still trying to keep the foot in it. However, what I will say is we're in a huge amount of clean air here, so let's use this to our advantage, I think. Hopefully no one comes out the pits directly in front of us. We've got 7 seconds of road, 8 seconds of road in front of us. Which if we close that, could be huge. Could really be huge. So let's just hope nobody pits and comes right out in front of us, and for the next 7 laps, whatever we've got left, we can just totally make the most of the free air. Did I not give him the space there? I don't think I give him the space there. I think that was my fault. Is that even the right person? Is that the right... That's not even the right person, is it? Who did I push off there? It wasn't these. It wasn't either of these, I don't think. I think it was someone else in a Jag. It wasn't these guys. I think it was either of them. Who did I push off? Who? Does anyone know who it was that I actually pushed off there? I braked in front of them and I just moved over to the left thinking that they weren't there. But obviously they were. Which was my bad. And now we're at the back of the grid. Oh, someone's left. Now we're at the back of the grid. Was it this Frenchman here? Was it the Frenchman behind me, do we think? Whoa, he was on the track a minute ago. How's it come he's ended up back there? Anastasis, how we doing? We're trying to work out who we've just punted off. Because because now I can't remember. I thought it was someone else in a Jag, but does anybody know the name of who it was? Can someone rewind and tell me by any chance? I think I've let the wrong person through. Anybody know? Because I think I've just ruined, well, I definitely have just ruined somebody's race. But I don't even think I've managed to let the right person, I'm not sure if I've managed to let the right person past. Yeah, we're doing alright. We're not doing too bad, mate. Well, we've just had a bit of a nightmare there, but other than that, the last race was okay. We're in the Jag, so I'm not too sure whether or not it's actually any good round here, to be honest with you. We were a little bit off the pace earlier. I've certainly improved, got a bit quicker. James, do you know who it was that I ran off? Or not? It was the person in front of you right now. Oh, was it actually? Oh, right, okay, that's alright then. That's alright then. Fair enough. They probably still hate me, but nonetheless. Looked like they were in a Jag as well. I think that's the Supra, isn't it? The Supra can look a bit like a Jag, depending on the livery, let's be fair. So we can see where I got that one from. So yeah, I'm a little bit gutted about that. I think genuinely we could have been on for quite an easy top 6, top 5, and then we got hit into turn 1, and then I went and ran this guy off accidentally. Don't worry, mate. I'm not going to do the same. I'll do the same thing. Jag is so much quicker than that car around here, though. Look at that. Unless he's on the hards. Didn't see what tyre he came out of the pits into. Oh, well. Ruined it now. Unlucky, mate. We're having that. Should we set ourselves the impossible challenge of trying to get back into the top 10? Otherwise known as 10th. He left straight away. Ark says he didn't leave. He left the track, but he didn't leave. Yeah, he definitely left the track. Not by his own decision either. Totally my mistake, my bad. Well, I was going to say, at least this gives us a test to see if we can get that extra lap. We pitted a lap earlier onto the mediums. I was going to say this at least lets us see, but if we can get the life out of them for that. But we've just spent 2 laps dawdling around trying to let someone else back in front or make sure that it was the right person. So we're well off the pace of what we should have been doing on those laps. Not that it really matters at this point, but so much time being lost behind this Nissan. Ooh. Oh. punting everybody off. That was my fault, that. I went for the gap because I thought I would quite easily make it stick, and then I tried to pull out and then it didn't quite work. I'm going to push you along though, mate, because I'm trying to help. I'm here to help, mate. Go, 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 go. He's probably really nervous with me being behind him. Bumping him like this, you're probably thinking, what's this guy up to? I'm genuinely just trying to stay out of trouble now. I'll push you along, mate, work with you. Oh, come on. We can both have P11. Go on. I'll work with you. Catch up, catch up. Got any closer to him there without touching him, I don't think. All that for 13th, I know, tell me about it, mate. We were literally like 2-3 seconds behind the podium. We still had about 4 positions between us, but we were so close that I genuinely thought it could have been on. Genuinely thought it could have been on. Just trying to like push this guy along now. I feel quite bad. I've ruined everybody's race. Might as well try and get around the outside. Sorry everybody, next race will be better. Hopefully. Better luck this time, hopefully. Fingers crossed, mate. Yeah, we need... The last race was good. I thought, you know, we were making good progress through the field and stuff, but just been a bit unlucky on this one. And then I think through just trying to push that a little bit harder. I moved across too early when we went round the guy who came out of the pits, but I forgot that he wouldn't have been braking in the same place. He could have just drove without braking through there because you're going so slow out the pits in comparison. Well, I just totally misjudged his speed and where he would have been, moved straight across, and of course launched him off, so not ideal. But these guys are about to cross the line very, very soon. Top of this hairpin we'll get to. There you go, he's already crossed the line. See if we can maybe try and have P11 if he makes a mistake. 2.4 though. Not going to be close enough. do a better job on the next race. Our qualifying time's decent now. Our quali pace is not too bad. See if I can get it down to the 44s in the break here. Bugger. That was annoying. That was annoying. I don't think that could have went any worse. Look at that P3 and a 458. Jesus. I'm surprised that the GTR's doing so well around here though, because I wouldn't have thought it was that. I wouldn't have thought it was that great, would you? Like on this track, the GTR is mega car, but I wouldn't have thought it was that great on this track. I'm actually partially surprised that the Porsche is doing so well around here as well. Weird. Alright, we'll have a quick watch of that lap 1 incident. Not lap 1 incident, turn 1 incident. Can't remember what lap it was. 4th or 5th, something like that, wasn't it? That was the killer. That was where we lost all our time. Have I got the wrong lap then? Is it this one? Yeah. I'll say I think giving the place back was in order there, I would say. But hey ho. I don't know. Well, I do know. I think we all know. Right. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Next one. Let's go. Let's improve our quali pace again. Maybe need to work on our pace on the hard tyres actually as well. That probably wouldn't go amiss, would it? I want to get this down, even if I don't manage it in actual quali, I want to get this down to the 44s. So let's do this. Let's get it. Let's be having it. Get your guesses in. What did we have? We had a 44. I can't remember what the numbers were now. 44958 I think was one of them, or 988. Too deep there. That was one of them. Just had a gift in your race. How do you mean, Dory? What do you mean? Ooh. In the WRX, Jonathan. The WRX, I think would be decent around here. Let me know how you get on. I would have thought the Subaru was pretty decent. There's a few people in the BRZ for the Group 3. which is interesting. A few of them preferring that over the WRX, but out wide to get a good... Oh, not that far wide, you absolute donkey. Not that far wide, you div. Oh, come on, I can't even drive no more now. No, it doesn't matter. Let's just go. .202.235. Do you really reckon we can beat that? I'd really like to think we can beat that. I think I must have put 1 pixel of my tyre on the grass there. I was looking to say for a P2, but turns out P1 used mediums twice. Oh, nice. I love it when that happens. Or what's even better is when you still think you've lost the race. Well, not lost, but you've not came first. And then they get a 1-minute penalty. How awesome's that? You're like, oh, that is a treat. That is an absolute treat. Oh, nice one, mate. So you got the race win then, is that right? Wondered why he was so quick. Oh, what a belter. I'm guessing he's accidentally, obviously, must have done mediums instead of hards. Unless he hasn't thought that the hards was required. Because the mediums would wear out pretty quick, but... Here we go. Oh, there's our ghost. Couple of quick laps. Let's go. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. What am I doing? Wow, that was not... How is that not a penalty? How is that not a penalty? We've just cut the grass so blatantly. That is an absolute total abuse and disrespect of track limits. Not even being a penalty. Who's being cheeky and doing a 2-stop? Well, there we go. If you reckon you've got the pace for it. Right, let's start improving this quali time. Let's get down to it. Oh. I don't know why we'll get a penalty for running wide there, even though we've gained out. Oh no, we don't get a penalty. Maybe it knows that we've gained out. I just realised we're on the hard tyres. That might explain a little bit. Tell you what, let's run on the hard tyres for the rest of this. Let's run on the hard tyres, because for all I knew I was on the mediums there, and I was starting to drive it the same way. I was starting to brake I was braking at the same point, I was accelerating at the same point. So let's just keep driving it as we are, and if I can start to improve my pace on the hard tyres, because I do need practice for the actual race. Maybe it's when we jump onto the mediums a bit later on. Right, let's try and get this to a 47, be about 2 seconds slower on the hard tyres. That's not going to be too bad. If we manage that, that's not too bad for it. I was thinking that it was a little bit harder to turn in at turn 1, and then I thought it was just me overestimating what the mediums would be like after I'd just driven a full race on worn tyres. So that explains that one. Took me long enough to notice. Haven't seen a single Jag. Yeah, I'm an idiot, that's why, mate. I basically had, knowing, because I only signed up to manufacturers this race. I hadn't done the earlier rounds and stuff, just wasn't available, so couldn't do them, unfortunately. Wanted to stream them and everything, but anyway. So I thought, right, let's pick a car specifically for this track. Pick the best manufacturer we can. I thought, actually, do you know what it is? Sod it, we'll go Jag. It's Group 3. I love the Group 3 Jag. I think it's because I had some good races in it at Mount Panorama last week. So I was like, right, I'll go with the Jag, stick with the Jag. Plus I'm doing that for the British Heart Foundation Cup. So I was like, let's do that. And then I've jumped in it and then thought, actually, I could not have picked a worse car by the looks of things and by the feel of things around here. Judging my pace against everybody else's, but... 47.8. Let's get this as low down the 47s as possible. There we go, 5 10s. Six 10s. Ah, a bit of a stab on the brakes there. Lost a 10th and a half there. Right, let's go on to the mediums for a few laps. Quick, come on. Right, we get 2 laps here. Let's make these ones count if we can. There's our Ghost, and remember our Ghost is set 3 tenths in front of us. So if we're in front of our Ghost, we're 3 tenths up, which we are at the moment. I'm starting to think that might be the Ghost of the hard tyre run, because this is almost too easy to be that far ahead of our Ghost. 44. Ah! It's as close as we're going to get. Come on, one more lap. See if we can get 44s. Come on, this kind of improvement. There we go. That's down to the 44s now. If we were to cross the line like this, come on. Still do better than that though. No! Start again, start again, start again, start again, start again. Come on, let's go. Power. That's 3/10 ahead of our Ghost, that. Come on. That's far, that's like mid 44 this, potentially here. Lost it all on that right-hander at the bottom of the hill. This will be a 44 though. Yeah, 44.8. Oh my god, that should have been a foot. That literally, that lap should have been a mid 44. That's annoying. That is annoying. Right, quickly run into the toilet while this loads up. 45.4 best you can do in the Scooby. I'm sure you can do a little bit better than that, mate. There's always a few tenths. I say that all the time, thinking that I've hit my limit. Always a few tenths. Right, come on then, let's go. Gonna have to be quick here to get 2 laps done. In fact, to be honest, I'm probably going to take my time just a little bit more on this one. Just to look after the tyres a bit more. Come on. Here we go. Let's really make sure we make this one work. Not ideal out of turn 1, not the worst. Maybe just haven't warmed these tyres up enough, I think. Nah, maybe just haven't warmed these tyres up enough. Quite gripping in like I would have expected. .9, 45.5. Oh, that's just not great there. That's just not great at all. Compared to what we've been on in our quali sessions there, this is going to be nowhere near. .5. Ah, man, no. Best lap so far is a 44.8. But that should have been, if you just rewind a couple of minutes, mate, you'll see that was the last lap before we went into this lobby. And I should have been on a mid 44. Like, no doubt about it. This lap should have been a lot better. Made a mistake there. We're never going to catch back up with that time. So we're going to be starting middle of the pack at best on this one. P7 at best. Now most people will not improve their quali time on the second run because of the tyre wear. So hopefully that's the case. Best we can hope for now, start P7. 3/10 off. 3/10 off. 3.5 tenths. Might be able to make it back because we did brake very early down here. That was nowhere near quick enough. On that first lap through there, that's a little bit better. We might be salvaging some time back. Well, not by much, I doubt. Oh, P10. P10. So disappointed in that. Gonna have to comfort eat some Terry chocolate orange bites. Unbelievable, Jeff. .44 treble 6. If I managed a .44 treble 6, I'd be on pole. I'd be laughing. Nowhere near that one. Gutted. Oh yeah, someone else in the Jag. Good spot. Didn't notice that. Alright, well, I'm going on the hard tyres. We got no choice really, starting that far back. Tasty. I should have been doing so much better there. Oh, not Toblerone, Jonathan. Not Toblerone, nah. I beg to differ. Galaxy's where it's at. But Terry's chocolate orange, not too bad. I feel like a debate is about to occur. Oh, John's on the Toblerones as well. What's the matter with you? No. Right. Benson and Hedges. Dying breed. I will have to say, Stu, I don't even know what you're talking about. Gold Toblerone, so much nicer than the normal one. Not a clue. When we were in Mexico, they were literally selling Toblerones for £10 each. They must be like gold dust over there or something. Well, $10 each, sorry. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Right, well, we're starting P10, so this is going to be a tricky one, I think. Try and stay out of trouble. I'm not sure whether starting on the mediums might have been a better shout for this, you know. Because then at least you're not on them as long as the hard tyres, but I don't know. Tricky this. Gonna be hard. Here we are. He's a 10th behind us. I do quite like the fact that you've only got 2 laps for quali, though. I do really, really like that. And I actually think the daily races, if they just had 1 lap for quali, that is all you got. You got 1 lap. I feel like that would be so much better. So much better. I just think it would be better. Whether or not you're all actually on the track and racing against each other, like a free practice kind of thing, I don't know. Maybe you just all. Whoa. Right, let's focus, because that was a bit weird. That I don't know what he's actually doing there. Have another position here. Up P7. Might even be able to have a look at P7 quite early. Oh no, 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 no. It's carnage behind me there. It's carnage behind me there. That could have went a whole lot worse, that. Oh, we've been hit again and again. Twice we get hit there. Really? Oh my god. So we're at the back of the grid again. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. God's sake. Might as well let him past, and then we can say we've been right to the back of the grid. Some say, yeah, exactly, yeah. I think if you just had one, I think still have the free practice and the leaderboards and all the rest of it as you do, but then just one lap literally is all you get. Now whether that is you by yourself on the track and then you get like 2 minutes to complete the lap, or you get one lap but still, you know, like 3 minutes to do it all or whatever, or whether all of you are on the track and you all have one lap to go to do it and they just space each other out by 5 seconds or something like that, or a bit like a roll and start at the start of a race, something like that I think would be really good. Really, really good. And I think it would just add a lot more life to the daily races. Craig, how we doing, mate? You joined at the right time, just as we're getting punted and rammed to the back. Gonna have to go ultra aggressive, elbows out, try and make sure we make every move stick here. Go for every move and try and make every move stick. There's someone off. We started P10, here is P10, but look how far back from the grid they've dropped. Everybody else is up ahead there. Now at least we've dropped back at the very start of the race, so we've got ourselves a chance to maybe catch back up to them. He's just totally gone there, so we'll have that one. Right, hopefully we can catch up to this lot here. Fingers crossed. Maybe feel like the race hasn't totally gone away from us now. To have ended up at the back of the grid, but still kind of on the back of P10, which is where we started, within 2 laps, you then start to feel like you've got a chance again. We might end up having P10 here through that guy running off. That's who we ran off in the last race, actually, that. The Frenchman there. Yeah, you forgot that corner. Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it? P12 is the rammer. Okay, update me, Stu. Where's he at now? Because a few positions have changed. Do you recognise the name? And where he's at? Or do you mean who rammed us? Is it P12? Is it that Spaniard there behind us? Because you will have commented that, and then I think positions have changed since. So just update me again. Where is he at? Alright, okay, so he's P9. Push crimp. Right, okay. Right, okay, got you. Thanking you. Is he who rammed us off? Is that what we mean? Because I think there was a fair bit going on behind. It might not necessarily be his fault if that's who we're talking about. Or is he just in general a rammer? too deep there. I'm still going to say that I'm feeling quite optimistic. I've had a bad start, but hopefully that means it can't get much worse. There's opportunity to progress here. Get your elbows out. Top 5, please, says James. Yeah, downfall is I was in Group 2 here yesterday, exactly. Exactly, that's part of the problem. And I was doing really well with Group 2. So, that's maybe the issue. I do genuinely agree with that. Genuinely. Going wide here so that I can get a nice little switchback potentially on exit. That did close the gap a bit there, didn't it? Look at it. Yeah, you see we've got a much better run there. Just a little bit not close enough to him to really make that one work. You see the acceleration of that Toyota. Hopefully enough to put him off. Going to be thinking, there's that guy that rammed me off in the last race. This is for P10. This is back to where we started. Got to have him on exit yet. We just got to. Oh, the fact he's ran wide those messed us up. Because then he's going to get the better exit because we had to lift. Got to have him down the straight here if we can. The Supra, realistically though, unless he's in the FT1. Go on, go on, go on. Yes. Oh, you nearly put it on the grass. Well, in fact, I did put it on the grass. I nearly lost it, though, as a result. Right, catch up to these two. Come on. Progress is what we're after now. Progress is what we're after now. Let's start closing. 1.2 to these guys. Keep an eye on that number because I want that to drop very quickly over these next couple of laps. We're going to push. We are on the hard tyres, but I'm going to pit lap 8 to go on to the mediums. Down to 8/10 now. fair bit of time there. Almost the same mistake, running wide there, made sure to upshift a bit earlier. Good move, cheers mate. Hopefully a few more of them. Proves that we've got the pace, we're still setting faster laps on these worn set of hard tyres. If we actually just push, concentrate and don't have the battles, or get caught up too much. On exit, on exit, on exit, come on, come on. There's your favourite car, James. You love that Mustang, don't you? Right, now the risk that I could take is that we could pit a bit earlier. What do you think? If we pit at the end of this lap, try and undercut them. What do we think? Pit this lap, undercut, try and get in front on the mediums, because I feel like now we're maybe going to be losing time if we stay behind them another lap. More time than we would with one extra lap on a worn set of mediums. What do we think? What do we think? Unless they go into the pits, unless they pit. Basically, Strat, Oppo, opposite. Yeah, into the pits we go. Don't bin it into the pits. Oh, nearly binned it into the pits. Right, undercut, here we go. We got to try and make this work. Boxes, John, in we go. I just got to try and really try and make this work. Because that could be two positions we have there. That could be two positions. Oh, only for it will end up behind somebody. Typical. Hopefully though he's oh well. That'll do. Thank God for that. Right, we need to try and close about 2 seconds off here to get in front of both of them. Hopefully if they are pitting this lap, which they might do, they'll be thinking, right, let's just try and get in front of the other one or stay in front of the other one, so they might end up fighting just a little bit more if I'm lucky. If we're lucky, if we're lucky, if we're lucky. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is decent, this is decent, this is decent. Someone's binned it. There we go, there's that apex into the pits. He's into the pits now, he's into the pits now, as is the guy behind him. Surely we've got them. Surely we've got them. Bush Crimp here in front. This is the guy who we've said, or a few of you have said, is a rammer. Now, is he a rammer, or did we confirm? Is he the one who just happened to have rammed me off? Because we don't know if there was something happening behind him. So I'll maybe not assume the worst of him just yet. Chances are I'll not catch him before he serves this penalty though. And that'll be a free position. Hit pit entry, yeah, possibly. Just either hit the pit entry or he's crossed the line on the way into the pits, or the way out. Either way, it's going to be a costly one for him. We're going to get past him here, hopefully quite easily. Not going to drive through him as he ghosts, because we've had that issue before. Cars saying that they're ghosted, and then we just drive into the back of them and crash and lose a load of time. Right, race leader into the pits now, so now we'll start to see the actual gap as they drop. Hopefully the gap with the leader isn't that much. P2 is on the hards though, so now the guy who was in the race lead will be worried, because now he's going on to a worse compound with everybody behind being on better tyres. Where have we seen that before? Here we go. Can we nab a position or so in the pits? I don't think we will do. These guys are coming out. We are going to nab one. There we go. There's an almighty undercut. Love that. Right, now we're on for P4. Jaguar in front. How have we ended up P4 when we were at the back of the grid earlier on, and we can see the podium? We're as close to the podium now as we were when we got rammed off. So there must have been a few nightmares happening for everybody a bit further up the road without us realising. Here we go. Right, I reckon we can have P4. I think Jaguar should give us it for the tap earlier on. What do we think? Perfect strategy, yeah. Perfect in lap and out lap, yeah. Apart from almost binning it at the pits, because that was close. That was really, really close. Now we can see we're going to actually start closing to the leader as well. Not that it'll mean too much, because we'll not get that close to the leader, but he is on the hard tyres, so we're going to watch that time more than likely drop down for the next couple of laps. Still setting fastest first sector there, that's good. He's running a little bit deep there. Podium's probably a stretch, but P4 is absolutely entirely possible. Absolutely entirely possible. Come on. You just have to work for it a lot on this track. Such fine margins for closing those gaps. There we go, leader on the hard, so you should catch him a fair bit. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's 2 seconds we've taken out there, because now he's got P2 right on the back of him after the position for the race win. These guys pretty much the same gap between each other, I think. We're closing ever so slightly. Got P4 within 1 second. Jaguar setting fastest lap, and we're right behind him as well here. So good timing on ours. He's 2/10, and now he's going to get caught up to this guy here, the podium, which is going to allow us hopefully to catch up as well. Hopefully. hopefully. I really hope. I really, really do hope. Right, that's the first lap since we went on the mediums where we weren't setting fastest sectors and all the rest of it. So P3 on the hards. I think I'm missing a couple of your comments there, James. You were right about the leader being on the hards, because we saw him come out of the pits. He was on the hard tyres. P2 is on the mediums. I think P3 on hards. P4 mediums. Same as us. I think that's the crack. Just need to be careful as the life of these mediums start to wear off. Not to be too giddy on the throttle. And round and through some of these corners. 8/10 now, so we're still closing. 6/10 off the pace on that one though. And that's where we can see, this is where we see the tyre deg really, really kicking in. And will start to hurt our lap time. Still within 1 second as we come through turn 1, which he has been the past few laps. This is decent, it's decent, it's decent. Do have someone on the back of us now though, which we need to watch. Really need to watch. I think he's on a slightly fresher set of soft tyres. What car's he in there as well? Is that the Porsche? So he's going to have probably an advantage. I think it was the Porsche. Either way, he's not in the Jag, so he'll probably have an advantage. Zalmar's ran wide. Yeah, he's in the Porsche. Come on, come on, come on. Short shift the car. No, honestly, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Sorry, Stu, sorry. I will remember at some point, maybe on the last race. This guy's right behind us now. This is possibly now my main worry. This Porsche behind us, because it's going to have better acceleration until we get to the top end possibly. First lap where he's not been within 1 second P4 yet. The front's hurt a lot in the last 2 laps, yeah. This track just absolutely does in the front tyres. And we've still got 3 laps to go. This is going to be a bit of a struggle. We've maybe gone just a bit too early. I think in the short term it has worked. I think in the short term it has worked. We're at risk of losing another 2 positions here, but to be honest with you, P10 down to last to then get back up to even P7 is not bad. Just hoping that those guys keep fighting with each other. We can hold on to P5. P5 will be a really, really good result for us, considering both of them have gone for it. Both of them have gone for it. Really? Ah, come on, guys. Both of them fighting there, and then it's cost me, and neither of them pushed each other deep into the corner. Contact, because one went sliding in. I actually think it was the other Jag here, maybe. That's really annoying. I was at risk of losing those 2 positions, no doubt about that, but I didn't think like that. I actually think it was the Jag who caused that one. Caught in the crossfire there. Caught in the crossfire, paid back, yeah, exactly, bit cheeky that. Definitely, definitely. Jags ran off with it though. To be honest with you, I think it's just a case of, oh, the Porsche's gone. He's still kept the power down though. I think it's actually just a case of holding on to P7 now. quite going to be able to catch to these guys. Not when we need to get another lap and a half out of these tyres as well. Time being lost by the leader there. These two are going to go for it last lap. That Porsche is definitely going to try and have a move somewhere, isn't he? He's got to. Typical Jag drivers, yeah, exactly. Really struggling with that left front. These right-handers are really not that nice now. Ria's holding on though pretty well. That was just all understeer there. All understeer. Yeah. One of them going off. There it is. There it is. There's the move. There's the move. Side by side into that right-hander. Ooh, not quite, but almost. I was going to say that can only end one way, can't it? Typically not with both of them on track normally. Right, my tyres are absolutely done. Ah, man. Good race that though. Really good race. All things considered, it was a decent race. All things considered. We will have a watch of the replay to see who caused the accident or the carnage at the top of the hairpin there, which is a bit annoying, but what can you do about that? Oh dear. Deary me, deary me. Good battles though, good, you know, kind of overall, enjoyed it. Just wish we could have been a little bit further up. Jalmar ended up, he kept P4, those two guys stayed the same. There's a few F-types in this one, few Jags in this lobby. Shame about the punt, yeah, epic comeback. It was quite happy with that, It just goes to show that on this kind of race, strategy and finding the clean air and all the rest of it does really go a long way. Yeah, well, Jonathan, I stopped a bit too early there. I want to have a look at my lap times if I can. I stopped, maybe should have stopped one lap later than what I did, but I was going for the undercut, which did work. It just left me really struggling at the end. Where can I go to see the live, like the lap timing. Oh, he's apologising there, but yeah, that's it. Hurton there is said, sorry, I was pushed. And I'm saying, yes, I saw. We saw exactly what happened, and we're about to unveil all on the stream. So let's have a little look, because I think we were unfortunate there. Lap 9 would probably be about right, Jonathan, to be fair. Lap 9, I think, it depends on the car. I would maybe go with lap 9. If you think your tyres are not going to be that great, maybe go lap 10. But for me, I went lap 8 there. Maybe I went at end of lap 7, actually. I'll double check on here. But it was 1 lap too long for me in the Jag anyways. So I just need to go 1 lap later than whatever I did. But again, it depends on traffic, who's in front of you and all the rest of it. See what lap we pitted. This will tell us, yeah. Yeah, lap 7 we pitted, so I should have pitted lap 8. Lap 8 for me in the Jag is the optimal time to pit. Here we go. So it's actually this guy in the Jag. There you go. It's this guy in the Jag. So he's who's caused the carnage here and ended up with us being punted. So he goes to the inside. To be fair, Hurton did move under braking there. If we watch him, this guy's probably already gone for the move and committed, so he's already over at the right hand side. He does move in the braking zone, to be fair, and that's what causes it. So I'm actually going to say that he was not pushed. He did move under braking. But either way, we got caught out in the crossfire of that one, which is a nightmare. Might start on the mediums next race. I haven't started on the mediums on any of the races yet, to be honest. I wish I could have unlimited attempts of the manufacturers, because this is the sort of track where there's so many variables and there's so many different ways you can go about doing the race. Actually, is our DR any better for that race? It certainly is. We've progressed through A-rated pretty quickly. Or we're progressing through A-rated pretty quickly. Yeah, Porsche moved to avoid punting me, but yeah, moved on in the braking zone, didn't he? That guy had already committed a little bit more to the inside, so one of those, I don't know if we say racing incident. But right, come on, let's see if I can improve this time. We were on track for a mid 44 earlier, and I really want to make that happen. Mid 44, come on. Let's do it. Guesses in. What's our lap time going to be? Lap in purple. If I can't improve on this 44, I'll be devastated. Like, proper devastated. Just had to lift a bit there. Just had to lift. 44.718. I'll be happy with that. I think possibly we can get to the mids, to the 0.5s. We were more than 4/10 up on that last lap, and then we ended up dropping so much on the lap just before we went into the lobby. Right, there's our time to improve. Let's get a bit of time off that. Not like that, we won't. There we go, there we go. Partially saved that there as well. That's the annoying thing. Nowhere near improving, and I was right on it on that bloody last lap before we went into the lobby. I was absolutely right on it. Need to remember to short shift as well. Come on, that's what we need to do. Let's not run wide. Doesn't the ghost put you off? It kind of yes and no. I don't know. I like the ghost there when it's not showing me the numbers at the bottom, like for at least the first lap, to know whether I'm ahead or whether I'm gaining or not. Sometimes it does annoy me though, but sometimes not. It depends how close I am to it. If I'm right on top of it and I can kind of see my car underneath, or the ghost underneath my car, then it starts to really do my head in. But when it's this gap, sometimes kind of find it quite helpful. Like for that there, this corner here gets turned off. Ghost probably going to be well ahead, yeah. It's weird because you end up driving slightly different lines than what you would do in the Group 2s, which we were in yesterday. Because you can't get the car stopped as quickly or carry as much or as fast a speed through some of the corners. That's a much better exit, come on. Short shift, man, what am I doing? Come on. That's better, that's better, that's better, that's better. Obviously not the racing line. Absolute div. Might claw it back though just by nature of running so far off that you then have such a straight line back on, so that's not too bad. 3/10 up here. My arms are starting to go dead now. This is going to be a 40. If I cross the line with this, this will be a 0.9. No. All that, and I've just totally undone all of the time that I'd gained. All the way down to 4 thousandths. We were 3/10 up there, 3 and a bit tenths up. Four tenths up. Come on. 40.835. That's going to be our best quality of the day then. Unfortunately, not quite going to get down into the mids. Right, I thought we could have done. Shame that. 44.8. I can't complain with that, to be fair. Nearly had it. 835. That's not too bad. 835. Not too shabby. I don't think I would have predicted myself getting that, to be honest with you. I would have assumed that I was maybe at best going to get a 50, a mid 55. That's what I was thinking at best. So quite pleased with that. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Happy, happy, happy. Right, this is going to be our last attempt then. The 9 PM slot. I think it's better that it does start a little bit earlier as well. They've still got the 6 entries. It starts a little bit earlier through the day. So I managed to get, you know, we've had 4 races here. Previously it was running until like 11 PM. 12 PM we were finishing streams, which I don't mind doing. I like the I like doing the manufacturers, but it is better that it doesn't start quite as late. Here we go then. I was just going to say we qualify P3 there, but of course we do not take our qualifying time in with us, unfortunately. So we got to set that on track. Hopefully we can improve on our starting position from the last few races. See if we can start from a little bit further up. Maybe start on the mediums and try and run as far as we can do. Motive in here as well. You say hello to him. Like deployed. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Thank you so much, mate. You hero. The points are 202 for P1. Not quite top split just yet. Alright, come on then. We need this now. Really, really need this. A good result is all we're after. Do you know what I mean? It's not too much to ask, is it? Not too much to ask of myself to get a good result, but the last race was good though, but I want better. Now, if we remember, I said I felt like I hadn't warmed my tyres up properly on the start of the next, on the start of the lap when we went into quali. So try and make sure we warm them up for this one. Fronts where we need temperature. Here we go. Come on. Maybe it's a little bit too late on the brakes, but works out alright that actually. I think we've definitely closed the gap to these guys. Just a smidge. Feels like an alright lap this. This doesn't feel like too bad a lap. Come on. Provisional pole. Now it's unlikely, or it's a lot more difficult to improve on that second lap. So we're going to push just in case we can. But at the minute we've got pole position. A few people improving. Apex there 2/10 behind. .6 down overall. Don't think we'll be able to really reclaim 1.6 anywhere in this lap. Especially not after that. That's going to be a huge amount of time lost. Just a case of seeing whether or not people improve. This guy's gone off. I've backed out of my lap because I know it's not really going to happen. Stay out of the way of these guys, yeah. Please, 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 please. Oh, we've been pipped. We've been pipped. Ah, we've been pipped by the BRZ. .21 thousandths. Running a what? A Sierra Cosworth Championship. Oh my days, mate. I don't think I'll be any good at that. That'd be class, mate. Yeah. Send me the dates. Oh, you say between all the Sundays. If I can join them, mate, I absolutely will. That sounds like it'd be good fun. That sounds like it'd be really good fun. Yeah, so close. I mean, actually, look at the top three, all separated by 31 thousandths. 31 thousandths, 300ths. between P1 and 3. Starting on the medium. I think we've got to, haven't we? I think we've got to start on the mediums, surely. I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. Do we think we should, or do we actually think the hard tyres might be the better one to do? Quickly vote. What do we think? Starting on the mediums or starting the hards? Mediums make sense. Mediums make sense, but John's saying mediums definitely. It's the logical thing to do, really, but it worked for you from P2, starting on the mediums. Dory's saying mediums. Right, we'll go with the mediums. I just got to try and make this work. I hope we don't get punted. I really hope we don't get punted. It's mad how seriously I take this stuff. I really want a race win. I really want a race win. But I pray we don't get punted. If it fails, you take no responsibility. Can you at least take responsibility if I get punted? Can we say that was your fault then, mate? Yeah, we all take it seriously. I think that's the problem, isn't it? But honestly, I am genuinely good for like at least the next day if I had like a crap stream. If Monday night stream's been a bit crap, it hasn't been for a very long time. We had some really good streams, but sometimes they're just a nightmare. Like the Tuesday, I'm genuinely like just proper miserable all day. Starting 9th. Oh, Jonathan's starting 9th in the hards, going to lap 12. Oh, mate, I think you want to pit a little bit earlier. Remind me, what car were you in again? You have told me, sorry, but just remind me what car you're in. I think you want to go a little bit earlier than that. I think at least 10 or 11. 10 or 11. You take the responsibility if we get the podium, though. That's fair enough. Starting last because I was hungry and getting something to eat. No qualifying done because you were getting your tea. That's fair enough. WRX, okay. WRX is decent on its tyres though, mate. I reckon go at least a lap earlier. Or if you're going to go on lap 12, so that means you're doing 4 laps on the mediums, you've got to properly push it and make up the time. But I think you can get another lap or so out of the tyres life-wise. If that's what you're worried about. So what I will do, we're starting on the mediums, is I will run until I can't do any more on the mediums. Yeah, you'll make up places, Ark. Start on the hard tyres and make up a few places. I'm sure you'll manage it. Here we go then. Come on. I want a good race here. I really want a good race. WRX in front. Hopefully acceleration-wise we can have them into turn 1 actually. I almost swore there. Flippin' heck. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. Go, come on. What on earth happened there? Do you think he's starting on the hards? Seriously, on a serious note, do you think he's starting on the hards? We'll have a watch of the lap times. Maybe he's just got caught on the start or something. But do you think he might be starting on the hard tyres? Maybe just thinking, if I can hold them up on the mediums behind me for a little bit, take a bit of life out of them or whatever. Please make the corner. Please make the corner. Go, go, go. He's dropped into traffic though, so if that's what he was trying, yeah, now run, exactly. If that's what he was trying, then it obviously hasn't worked, but you just need to be very careful. We had it on the Group C, on the Daily Race C race, Group 2, where someone started further back and they just pitted early and they had a tremendous run through the field without having to do any overtaking. The undercut can be very powerful around here, so if he is on the hard tyres, we need to be making more time to him than we are at the moment. Right, we've taken out 1 second there. We're going to have a really, really good launch down the straight here. 1.3 the gap now. Come on. Come on. This can't be a race that I throw away like I always do. We need the win. It's manufacturers as well. Come on. Oh, I thought he went off there. I could have swore I saw him in the gravel there. I thought he was in the gravel. Obviously, I'm not sure exactly how long we'll get on the mediums, being on full fuel this time round. So that's also something to consider though. 1.4 the lead. So we were originally getting 7 or 8 laps on the mediums. Let's see how far into this race we can run comfortably enough before we decide to jump on to the hard tyres. Problem also, we don't want to pit and then end up in trouble, end up in a load of traffic. Right, he's broke away now, so he's going to start closing the gap a little bit. We started closing the gap quite a bit actually. Let's really make sure we do well here. Come on. Actually, it's he's dropped down to P3, the leader. So the guy who previously was P3, of course, now got P2, so he might be on the mediums. He's closing though. He's closing. This could be quite tight. This, I think, he will be overall in the quicker car. Can't remember what car he was in though. Can anyone see what car he's in? Oh, he's in the Mazda. Say no more. That'll be a good car around here, I think. Just need to be careful now then, because he's setting good lap times as well. So he is on the mediums, I reckon. Can't not be really with those lap times and that pace. Jag probably eats him a bit more though. Yeah, it does, definitely. It's better on the rear tyres than I thought it would be though. Mainly because actually we've just managed to not wheel spin the crap out of it. So we have been alright. He's just dropping into a bit of space in front there as well. Sorry, well, behind, sorry, it's going the wrong way. Dropping into a bit of a void, P3. I do think, genuinely, I do think he's on the hard tyres, I reckon. If he's not, then I'm laughing. And then our actual fight is with P2. So our average pace on the hard tyres is about a mid 147. So once we start dropping to that kind of pace, that's when we know we want to get onto the hards. I'm not going to know exactly which lap to pit, other than just feel through the tyres, because we'll have a little bit less life out of them on full fuel. Was only 10 thousandths slower than our previous lap. Just start calling me Mr. Consistency already. Oh, not that good there though, was it? He's made a mistake as well. It's going to get quite tight at the end of this race, I reckon, because I'm not going to be that great on the hard tyres. Obviously that's where we might struggle just a bit. Just need to try and keep out in the lead with a decent enough gap. It's hovering about the 1.1, 1.2-ish. So if I can keep it there, I'll be happy. If I can extend it a bit more, then ideal. See where the Tenza's better than the Jag. He's clear. He's clawing back time at the same point each lap, and then kind of the launch out of the corners. We are a little bit better, just slightly better acceleration in the Jag. Make up for the exit, come on. Oh, 1.3, good stuff. He's dropped off a little bit there. 1.2, back to 1.1. That's what I mean. You can see same spots every part of the lap where he's gaining back time a little bit. Get a good few tenths on him every time out of that hairpin. So I don't know if he's having a nightmare coming into the hairpin or if it is on the way out. 1.5 the gap up to now. Come on, keep extending this. Come on. Another lap or so, I think. Massive gap from P3 to 4. Yeah, Jesus, look at that. Look at the field spread there, yeah. So maybe that is the difference between the medium and hard tyre runners. Yeah, I've managed to set fastest lap as well. 45.5. Someone in on the mediums there. We're still alright for time and pace at the moment. This lap will probably be quite a bit slower, however. Oh. Need to start braking earlier into that hairpin as well. No! Almost lost it all there because I looked at chat. John, I'm going to blame you. I don't really blame you, that was my fault. I just saw the message pop up and I don't know what possessed me to try and look, as I needed to keep my eyes on the braking boards and the braking markers. Oh dear. That was as close as I could have gone to being off the track without being off the track there. Top of that hairpin. That was a bit dangerous. I'm thinking one more lap though. Two more laps if the tyres feel good. I'll be honest, they don't feel that great, but I know that there's another lap in there. So that's not too much of a problem. Start closing now quite a bit here. Could be enough for him to go for it in the braking zone. Not do anything stupid. Right, definitely pit an end of this lap. Definitely pit an end of this lap. You're too far back to go for a move, mate. Please do not go for a move from here. I think he's playing the long game as well. He's already got one move done, so he knows he's made progress. He's obviously eyeing up the race win. There's that few tenths that we seem to gain out of that hairpin every single time. Going to be gutted if we go into the pits now and if it turns out he's been on the hard tyres the whole time, aren't we? Be absolutely devastated. Into the pits, here we go. Oh no! Don't think we had a penalty. Please don't have 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 a penalty. Ah! Man! Got a penalty, haven't we? We've definitely got a penalty. We don't have a penalty. Thank God for that we don't have a penalty. Thank God for that we don't have a penalty. Please don't get a position. Ah! That's a bit of a killer. He's got the move yet. One more exit though, hopefully. Forces us to the outside. He goes defensive. Don't want to be battling this guy too long here. Let me get to the inside. Let's just quickly get through here. That was almost quite costly there. Not only on the pit lane entry, almost being held up by him. Right, gap to the leader, 19 seconds. 19 seconds. He's hoping that an overcut works here for him. I'm just really hoping that it doesn't. Please no pen. So glad that it's not. I've seen them given for contact with the wall like that. I think it was just because we slightly clipped it. We didn't like absolutely hoof into it. We just slightly clipped it. Right, 19 seconds. How long's that pit stop, do we think? How long's that pit stop? goes. Into the pits on the mediums. Into the pits on the mediums. He's going to come out in front, I think. I do genuinely think he's going to come out in front. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's coming out the pits now. He's coming out the pits now. He's coming out the pits now. Come on, 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 come on. Yes. That is such a relief. Oh, it's the Nissan. The Nissan? I didn't think he was in the Nissan, the guy behind me. Why did I think he was in the in the Subaru? I thought that's what he was in. In the BRZ. Must have made that up, I think. Because that is the same guy. Right, no positions have changed then. Sorry, I thought he was in the Atenza. Is that the same guy, or is that not? I thought he was in the Atenza. Don't know why I was saying Subaru there. That's not what I thought he was in. I thought he was in the Mazda. I thought he was in the Mazda. Oh man, right, buzzing. Maybe it just looked like the Mazda logo. Was that far away, so he's been in the Nissan all that time. Okay. Well then that's even more interesting, because I really thought that the Jag wouldn't have been as good as the Nissan in the places that I have been better than him. So now I'm really confused. Just need to stay in front. Just need to stay in front. Easier said than done for 6 laps though. Easier said than done for 6 laps. 6 more laps left. Come on. Oh, he's gone for it. Make sure we don't lose the position there. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. He could have easily driven round us and moved on there. Fair play, lad. I really respect that guy. Wow. Really fair play to him. That is awesome, that. He went for the move. I thought the move would have actually been on, to be fair, and I left the door open just a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have done, or maybe he's just outbroken. He's dodged to the right. Either way, he's made contact with us there. I thought he was going. I was already raging there, and I thought he was about to drive on. I was already properly wound up because I just assumed the worst. I just assumed that he was going to drive on, and he was going to be one of those drivers. But he hasn't. He stepped back, let us keep the position, or made sure we keep the position. I don't need someone to ram me off for them to get the position, because I'm likely going to bin it myself. Anyways, as I normally do. He's probably going to look again though, because he's going to be a little bit closer to me here. I'm actually trying to kind of like back off the throttle a little bit, almost kind of. Come on. Come on. Come on. All I can do is try and aim for the switch back there. He always had that position. As soon as he pulled alongside, he always had the inside line. I just can't let him go. I can't let him go. I have to stay on him. This is where the Jag's been typically a little bit better. Come on. concentrate now. Ah! There's the first mistake. There's the first mistake. You can see the Jag's just a little bit more settled. The GTR is getting all over the shop a little bit, which is why I second guessed that car straight away. I was surprised to see people doing so well in it. Right, here we go. Now it's us in the slipstream. Come on. Keep him within half a second, yeah. Need to keep him within half a second. I'm losing him. No, come on, 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 come on. Come on. Right, straight back on top of him now. Here we go. Straight back on him again. Come on. 3 laps left. 3 laps left. Short shift, man. What are you doing? Both of us out braking. That would have been a really good chance to close the gap on him there. Right, so I'm a bit quicker through this last section than him. That right-hander I'm able to take just a little bit better, I think. Need to start making a move. Need to start making a move. Ah, no, 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 no. Get back on him, get back on him, get back on him, come on. just pulling time out. It's really, really frustrating me, this. That's it, I've messed it up. That's it there, gone. Man! Losing the fronts too much there. Right, it's a case of defending for P2 now. The race win's gone. I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. I've accepted though. The race win is gone. Now it's a case of trying. Those fronts are absolutely done. Now it's a case of trying to hang on. Properly gutted. Properly gutted. The GTR is the better car around here though than the Jag. It is quicker. That was a really, really good race that, but I'm just so gutted it didn't quite go the way that we wanted. Man. Got fastest lap though. We got fastest lap. P2, it's a good result that. It's a good result. I just really, 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 really wish it was the race win. Ah. Still. I would say not too shabby. Really, really, really not too bad. Really enjoyed that. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and stream again on Friday, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's quite going to happen. We've got a house viewing on the Friday night, so I don't quite think we'll manage it, unfortunately. But yeah, P2 against the GTR, yeah, exactly. Just a little bit of a gutter that we just couldn't hold on to it. A couple of slight mistakes, but then by the time those front tyres had worn down the way that they did and on the hards, there was no way we were going to be able to catch up to him. I was convinced that he was in the Mazda for so much of that. When I was looking back, the logo just looked like he was in the Mazda. But anyways, really, really enjoyed that one. I think we can safely say we put one of the worst cars up against the best, and to come out P2 in that race, I don't think is all too bad. So really enjoyed that. Ark, how did you get on? P5 after starting last and starting on the mediums. Nicely done, mate. That is pretty impressive stuff. That was a mega race, that. That was absolutely awesome. Really, really enjoyed it. So, appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so much. As I say, hopefully we'll be back on Friday, but there's no guarantees on that one. If I can manage it, I will do. But I don't think it'll happen, which is why I was kind of so keen to try and get on tonight. So, appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanking you. And we will be back If we can be, we will be back on Friday. If not, we will be back on Sunday for the British Heart Foundation. Brand new season, brand new series. In the Group 4s, Jenny Tilwat Cup, JT Cup. I'm not sure where the first race is at, but I need to start getting my practice in, so I need to find that out. But yeah, really hope everyone's enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I should catch you all on the next one. Ark saying there, had a GTR the last 3 laps, dive bombing you. Oh, mate. You get them. You get them. That's GT Sport for you, innit? Daytona Road. Okay. Excuse me. Daytona. Cool. I'll be looking forward to that then. I'll be looking forward to that. There we go. Me and Stu going to be taking on the world in the Jag. Join in. Tune in on Sunday for what will, at the very least, be a bit of a laugh. So, there we go. If not, or if I don't see you on Sunday, enjoy your weekend and the rest of the week and your weekend. And I will see you all on Monday for Monday night streams. Or the Monday night stream for the new daily races. We haven't seen what they are yet, but I'm sure there'll be a bit of fun. There we go. Enjoy the rest of the week, everyone, and I shall catch you in a bit. Oh, Motive. Hello, mate. Hello. Well done. Where did you finish in that one? I didn't quite manage to see, but yeah, we got P2. Should have had the race win, or wish we could have had the race win. We were almost there. But yeah, good to see you, mate. Good to see you on track and in chat. What a hero. But yes, appreciate it. Thank you all. I'll catch you later on the next stream whenever you tune in or decide to tune in. I will see you all then. Toodles.